Hi, I'm Sherry. Welcome back to Dreams Are Seeds. Today, I want to show you how I transplant my tomatoes. So, let's get into it. I'm so happy. It's tomato season. Finally, soon I'll be swimming in tomatoes. If all goes well. If all goes well, I'll be swimming in tomatoes. That's the dream. So, these little pellets that you can see on top of the soil, those are my pelletized organic fertilizer. But I was starting to lay some down, and I realized that I put a lot of rabbit manure in this bed. So maybe I don't really need it, and I'm a sucker for experiments in the garden. So that's what this has become. No fertilizer, just manure. Let's see what happens. So I learned um, this technique from Jess at Roots and Refuge Farm. And what she does is she plants an egg under each one of her tomato plants. And that's basically all she does to fertilize them. So I've followed her, I've followed this method before, and it worked pretty good results. So let's see what happens. I really hope I'm not over fertilizing my tomatoes. That's also the reason why I didn't finish laying this little layer of fertilizer down. So enough talking. Let's plant some tomatoes. So over here I'm planting an emerald evergreen, a blue beauty, black beauty, and white beauty. I don't want to dig too deep because there's all this manure, but the deeper the better. The deeper you can plant your tomatoes, the healthier and sturdier root system they will have. So as deep as you can possibly plant your indeterminate tomatoes is the best depth for them. So I'll take my egg, I'll pop it in the hole, I'll stab it with my shovel just to make sure it breaks and starts um, breaking down, and so the tomato can eat it. I'll pinch off the bottom leaves so I can plant this tomato as deep as possible. Trying to get that manure in first. And I'll press the soil around it just a little bit, just to make sure that there's not an air pocket that hinders its root growth. Okay, one down, three to go. Perfect. Grab your egg, Pop it in there, stab it. I like to cover it with just a little bit of soil before taking my tomato and planting it right on top. Pinch off the bottom leaves just so you can plant it as deep as possible. I recommend you leave at least 2 to 3 sets of leaves on top, just so it's not so hard for it to recover. I mean, tomatoes are one of the hardiest plants I've grown. Definitely the tastiest and definitely my favorite. But they're also very, very forgiving. They will recover from being in a little seed pot for too long. They'll recover if you chop off their leaves to bury them very deep. I mean, they'll recover even if you're a little neglectful. So that's why I recommend everyone to plant tomatoes. On to the next one. All right, we'll grab our egg, pop it in there. And stab it. And the last one. Let's bring my egg a little closer. Pop it in. Stab it. Some soil. And that's pretty much all there is to it. After setting them down and mulching them, it's just a waiting game, and I couldn't be more ready for tomatoes. Thank you for joining me on this quick video. I hope you find it useful, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. 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 Bye. I had to go harvest a white cherry tomato because it doesn't feel right to end a video and not eat a tomato. That's the sweet potato salesman. This one could have used another day on the vine. I've had much, much sweeter white cherries, but it'll do. It'll do just fine.